Hello students, so this is lecture number 8 and in this lecture we are going to discuss about elastic collision in one dimension and elastic collision in two dimension, right? Okay, in the previous video we had seen that the types of collision, what is collision, what are the stages of collision, right? We have seen that which are the things which remains conserved in the types of collisions, right? Well, elastic collision, perfectly elastic collision. In perfectly elastic collision, both the things will remain conserved, momentum of the system as well as kinetic energy of the system. See, let us say that there are two bodies M1 and M2 having velocities V1 and V2, right? And assume that V2 is greater than V1. Okay, so the momentum of the system before the collision, which is known as initial momentum, will be m1 v1 plus m2 v2, right? Okay, let us say after the collision m2 is having a velocity of v2 dash, m1 will be having a velocity of say v1 dash. I want to find the values of or the formulas of v1 dash, v2. Okay, what is the final momentum of the system? m1 v1 dash, m2 v2 dash. Since the collision is perfectly elastic, I can compare this. That means initial momentum of the system will be equals to final momentum of the system. That means m1 v1 plus m2 v2 equals to m1 v1 dash plus m2 v2 dash. Okay, I can write it this equation as v1 minus v1 dash equals to m2 v2 dash minus v2. Clear? Fine. Now what we had seen in the previous video, that if collision is elastic, then both kinetic energy as well as momentum will remain conserved, right? So kinetic energy of the system is initial is half m1 v1 square, half m2 v2 square. Final kinetic energy is half m1 v1 dash square, m2 v2 dash square. Clear? Since collision is elastic, I can compare the kinetic energy also. So that means initial kinetic energy equals to final kinetic energy of the system. So it is half m1 v1 square plus half m2 v2 square equals to half m1 v1 dash square plus half m2 v2 dash square. Half can be taken common from both the sides and will be cancelled. So this will be m1 v1 square minus v1 dash square equals to m2 v2 dash square minus v2 square, right? Okay, give the number to the equation. Let this be 1, let this be 2. Let us divide both this equation 2 and 1, right? So on dividing equation 2 with 1, we'll have m1 v1 square minus v1 dash square equals to m2 v2 dash square minus v2 square upon m1 v1 minus v1 dash m2 v2 dash minus v2, right? So this is a square minus b square, right? So it will be a minus b, a plus b, and a minus b gets cancelled with this one. So final will be v1 plus v1 dash equals to v2 dash plus v2. Okay, let us multiply m1 with this equation. So it will be m1 v1 plus m1 v1 dash equals to m1 v2 dash plus m1 v2. We have multiplied m1 on both the sides. Let us say this equation as, give any number, 3. And we were having this equation initially m1 v1 plus m1 v1 plus m1 v1 plus m2 v2 equals to m1 v1 dash plus m2 v2 dash, right? when we had compared the momentum. So this equation we can write it as m1 v1 minus m1 v1 dash equals to m2 v2 dash minus m2 v2. Okay, let us say this equation as 4. Here once again is a square minus b square is a minus b. So a square minus b square can be written as a minus b into a plus b. A minus b gets cancelled with the denominator, so it will only have a plus b. So it will be v1 plus v1 dash equals to v2 dash plus v2, right? Then we had multiplied m1 on both the sides, so it will be m1 v1 plus m1 v1 dash equals to m1 v2 dash plus m1 v2, right? And this was our initial equation. I have taken v1 dash over this side, so it is m1 v1 minus m1 v1 dash equals to m2 v2 dash minus m2 v2. Let us add this to equation 3 and 4. These two equations, if we are adding, it will be m1 v1. I am adding this equation with this equation. So m1 v1 plus m1 v1, that is 2 m1 v1. m1 v1 dash minus m1 v1 dash gets cancelled, right? m1 v2 dash plus m2 v2 dash. So it can be written as m1 plus m2 into v2 dash. And this can be written as plus m1 minus m2 into v2. So 2 m1 v1 minus m1 minus m2 into v2 equals to m1 plus m2 into v2 dash. Divide m1 plus m2. So 2 m1 v1 upon m1 plus m2 minus m1 minus m2 upon m1 plus m2 into v2 equals to v2 dash. So this is the final equation or final formula to calculate the velocity of the object after the collision, is v2 dash. Now substituting the value of v2 dash in this equation, we can find v1 dash. We can find v1 dash. Okay, let us solve this equation. We are having v1 plus v1 dash equals to v2 plus v2 dash, right? v1 plus v1 dash equals to v2 dash plus v2. Substitute the value of v2 dash from this equation and we'll find the value of v1 dash. Okay, first of all, v1 dash equals to v2 plus v2 dash minus v1. Take up v1 this side. So now v1 dash equals to v2 plus, instead of v2 dash, I'll substitute this. It is 2 m1 v1 upon m1 plus m2 minus m1 minus m2 upon m1 plus m2 into v2 minus v1. Instead of v2 dash, I have substituted the whole value. Okay, now we'll do one thing, we'll rearrange these terms. So v1 dash will be v2, this can be written as plus m2 minus m1 upon m1 plus m2 into v2. No problem if we are writing the same. I have just changed m1 minus m2 to m2 minus m1 and I have placed a positive sign, that is okay. Plus 2 m1 v1 upon m1 plus m2 minus v1. So v1 dash is equals to v2 can be taken common, 1 plus m2 minus m1 upon m2 plus m1 plus v1 2 m1 upon m1 plus m2 minus 1. Take the LCM. v1 dash is equals to m2 plus m1 plus m2 minus m1. So it will be 2m2 v2 upon m1 plus m2. I have taken the LCM, m1 plus m2 plus m2 minus m1. So m1 minus m1 gets cancelled, plus 2m1 minus m1 minus m2. So it is m1 minus m2 upon m1 plus m2 into v1. So this is the equation of velocity of first body after the collision. Well, sometimes you have to remember the formula of V1 dash and V2 dash, right? So this was elastic collision in one dimension. Now we'll see elastic collision in two dimension, right? And then we'll solve the questions. Okay, so now we'll discuss elastic collision in two dimension. Elastic collision in two dimension. Okay. Suppose this x, y, let us say one particle or one body of say any mass m2, it is at rest. It is at rest. So v2 is 0. Let m1 with velocity v1 collides with m2, another particle which is at rest. Now the collision is in two dimensions. So the body is colliding in this manner, and after the collision both the bodies are going in xy plane in two dimensions. Right? Okay. So let us say after the collision m1 goes in this direction. It is in a horizontal plane, not in vertical plane. So it's making an angle theta 1, and m2 is making an angle theta 2, it's having velocity v1 dash, let the velocity of m2 be v2 dash. Again, since the collision is elastic, we can compare both momentum and kinetic energy. Okay, but since momentum is a vector quantity, we have to find the components of momentum, no? So if this is m1 v1 dash, then this will be m1 v1 dash cos theta 1, this will be m1 v1 dash sin theta 1. Similarly, m2 v2 dash cos theta 2, m2 v2 dash sin theta 2, right? Initial momentum is only in x direction. So initial momentum x, m1 v1, and final momentum, the x component of final momentum will be m1 v1 dash cos theta 1 plus m2 v2 dash cos theta 2. Right? Now we can compare the x component of initial and final momentum, of course. So it will be m1 v1 dash cos theta 1 plus m2 v2 dash cos theta 2. Now this body is moving along x direction, right? So it will not have any component in y direction. So initial momentum y component is 0. Final momentum will have y component, yes. Sine component is in this y direction and sin theta 2 component is in minus y direction. So this can be written as m1 v1 dash sin theta 1 minus m2 v2 dash sin theta 2. We can compare the y component. So 0 equals to m1 v1 dash sin theta 1 minus m2 v2 dash sin theta 2. So this will be equal. So these are the two equations which we can get when a body makes an elastic collision in two dimensions. We can also compare the kinetic energy, but whenever you are writing about kinetic energy, you don't have to have its component, because kinetic energy is scalar quantity. So whenever you are writing or whenever you are comparing kinetic energy, can be written directly that initial velocity is half m1 v1 square, final is half m1 v1 dash square plus half m2 v2 dash square. Compare this, that's it. By knowing or by substituting the values which must be given in the question, we can find the angle, we can find v1 dash, v2 dash, anything, right? So this was a short concept of elastic collision in two dimensions, right? So we had seen elastic collision in one dimension and perfectly elastic collision in two dimensions. So in the next video, first we will be solving the questions based on this two topic, and then we'll go for perfectly inelastic collision, what is coefficient of restitution, and then we'll solve the mixed questions. Okay.